This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. It's Wednesday, May 20th. Happy hump day, everyone. I'm Tori in the studio with Al, and Stephanie is working from home.
Yes.
Look at that. Now, that's what I would want to wear, but if I wore it, Al would just laugh, I feel like.
Yeah, that I could not pull that off.
No, I can't pull that off.
Of course you both can pull off a neon leopard. You're both fierce enough.
I think neon leopard belongs in Stephanie's category. You look fantastic. I want to get your take on this.
I think you only see those at Grateful Dead concerts.
Yeah, totally. Neon leopard. I want to get your take on this because Matt Lauer, remember that guy? Yeah, well, he's finally speaking out about the rape allegations from Ronan Farrow's book, Catch and Kill. The former Today Show anchor wrote an op-ed. Why? I don't know. In Mediaite, lashing out at Ronan Farrow, calling him too good to be true. Lauer also denied the rape allegations once again. So Lauer claims that Farrow was biased against NBC and published deeply flawed material that contained huge holes and was not properly fact-checked. In response, Farrow tweeted, "All I'll say on this is that Matt Lauer is just wrong." Catch and Kill was thoroughly reported, fact-checked, including with Matt Lauer himself. Brooke Neville's, the woman who claims Matt raped her in 2014, tweeted this acronym, DARVO. So you're going to get to know this. It means deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. So just for reference, according to the professor who came up with DARVO, it's when the perpetrator adopts the victim role and accuses the actual true victim of being the offender. I got to be honest.
I'm rubber, you're glue.
It's so I'm rubber, you're glue. Nothing sticks. Yeah, that whole thing. I was not hungry for a Matt Lauer op-ed in the first place. And B, if you're interested in saying it's false, why not sue for defamation or libel? Why go this route? Because who are you convincing, Steph?
I know, I agree with you, Tori. It doesn't really make any sense. I don't know why he's felt the need to speak up. He's already said his piece. We've heard his version of events a while ago. Nothing's new. To be honest, I don't want to hear from Matt Lauer. Yeah. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear him slate someone else and with their side of the story. They've come out and said it's been multiple fact-checked, and with him too. I'm sure they've got some kind of referencing to that because he's very adamant that he's got that information. So I just don't know why Matt's speaking up, especially right now. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Yeah. There's obviously this is a real. Obviously, accusations against Matt are horrendous. We know that. But there's so many other things going on right now. This could have very easily slipped under the radar and Matt could have just not commented on it. I don't think anyone right now wants to hear from him, hear his opinion, hear him defend himself. And I've never heard of that term before, the DARVO term, Tori. I think that's really interesting. And in my opinion, just my opinion, that's exactly what this situation is.
Yeah, the DARVO thing is great. Really quick, Al, isn't that what Steph said? How much privilege do you have to think people need to hear from me during a pandemic?
That's it. And it's like not realizing that in a weird way, for as much as this pandemic has been a disaster for all of us, this is nothing but a godsend for him. It's just like if you are indicted on a Friday, but also 3 celebrities pass away or something, you're like, okay, I'm now on page 6 rather than on the front page. For Matt Lauer, this gives him even more time for us to forget about Matt Lauer. Matt Lauer, stop talking, bro. It's like when your best male friend is in an argument with his girl and he's completely wrong, and you're like, dude, just stop saying words. Don't say words. Matt Lauer, don't say words, and this will at least kind of drift from the public consciousness.
Yeah, I agree. Just go away. Well, the Oscar, let us know what you guys think, of course.
Don't say words, Matt.
If there's Matt Lauer fans out there, please let us know. The Oscars are still several months away, but there's some word on the street. I mean, there's word that the Academy is.
Tori, you're not hanging on the streets.
No, I'm not like, what's going on, man? Tell me the news. The Academy is considering postponing the show. No official announcement has been made about whether the Oscars will happen on February 28th, but organizers are being cautious because of the coronavirus pandemic. Last month, the Academy changed the rules, allowing movies that were streamed but not shown in theaters to be eligible. I think it stinks that it took this pandemic to do that, because how many stories could be be made with so many new lives on an iPhone because you don't have money for a full-blown production. I'm glad they changed that rule. Al, is there going to be an Oscars this year?
I think there should be an Oscars, and I think that there should be new rules implemented because, Steph, Tori, we're in a new world. The day that we all go back to whatever we called normal before this, we don't know if that day is coming or when that day is coming. We need to prepare for the now, and the Oscars are still a thing, and we still need to cling to certain norms. And I really think that the Oscars are a way for people to discuss, hey, how could he have won that? I feel like she should have won that. It sparks conversation. It kind of takes our mind away from what's going on outside our front door. So, Steph, I want to see a new, let's upgrade. We update and advance our phones every time we plug them in and there's a new update. Let's update the Oscars.
Well, also, Steph, I want to ask you for fashion, it's not just on the runway. That leads and trickles down to sales for actual retailers. Tell me what you think.
Of course. Well, first of all, I think with the Oscars, I think it's very unusual that they've cancelled the event, which was meant to be February next year, because there is still time and hope that we will obviously move past this pandemic. We don't know how long it's going to last, but we've seen so many other platforms like Disney having the sing-alongs, and where multiple extremely famous people have been coming together, like Beyonce, and singing and putting on performances from home. So I don't understand if they're updating the rules and they're saying that now people can submit movies that are from streaming only and not only being shown in LA, as we know there were some of the rules before. Why can't they just hold the Oscars and everyone maybe accept from home and show it in a more streaming way? We get to know the actors and actresses and directors a little bit more, a glimpse into their homes. It gives them a chance still to dress up. It gives us all something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's a smart idea.
I don't know. I just think they could have moved with the times a bit more.
Yeah, and again, we don't know if it's canceled. This is just the word on the street from Tori in 1938 press. Cool. You think that was good?
No, no one does their...
What if you're like, hey, news here, get your presser? I think there's Sophie
I think you
cigar.
should just stop.
Okay.
You should just stop right there.
Roll it back.
There we go, girl.
Okay. Ben Stiller, I was wondering when we were going to hear from him. He is speaking out about his late father, Jerry Stiller. The actor talked about not being able to hold a funeral. Wow, to celebrate his life on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. That's got to be hard. Take a look.
It's a weird time now, you know, and people can't really gather together, and you can't do sort of a, you know, so I think somewhere down the line we'll do a memorial for him when everybody can get together, because there's so many people who loved him and, you know, and he worked with, but I thought it'd be nice to be able to, you know, just have a moment to celebrate him a little bit.
That's really hard. In Judaism, you have the funeral about 3 days after. Shiva, and then you sit Shiva. So it's not easy to not have anyone around. Jerry died last week at the age of 92 from natural causes. Steph, how would you grieve in the age of coronavirus? What do you Zoom it? You Zoom a Shiva? What do you do?
I mean, it's so difficult because people are being denied the opportunity to say goodbye to their loved ones, and there's something that's very special and I feel extremely important, no matter what your religion, in being there with your family, because you're all grieving and celebrating the life of that person together. So it's so difficult to really allow yourself that process when you're not able to really be there with those people. I guess being Zoom is the next best thing. If this does obviously happen to any of our viewers, which I'm sure it has, you know, just check in on everyone, try and be there as much as you can. And I mean, the time will come where we all can get together and everyone will have those moments. But it must just be so hard. And like you said, in your religion, Tori, the process of after someone passes, the first 3 days are very important.
Very important. Al, can you Zoom properly? And can you mourn properly through the TV, through the computer?
I think everything can be done kind of just as long as you're able to talk to and be with your family. Would it be better to be face to face? Yes. Again, not the world we live in, but that doesn't mean that you can't reminisce. You can't laugh about something funny they did on their 50th birthday. You can't laugh about something funny they said right on their deathbed. So just any way that you can connect with people that knew these people and get a better insight as to who they were and celebrate the life they lived. 92 Jerry Stiller years.
Yeah, come on.
I'll take that behind what's door number 2.
Yeah.
You know, so like let's celebrate this man's life and not really focus on what's depressing, which is that we can't get together.
Good game show reference with door number 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, kind of out of nowhere. Sia, this is shocking. She has shocked fans with the news that she's now the mom of 2 teenage boys. The singer confirms she adopted the teens on Sirius XM's The Morning Mashup. So take a listen.
Sia, you adopted a son, didn't you?
I did. I actually adopted 2 sons.
last year. They're both 18. They were 18. They're both 19 years old now.
Okay.
They were aging out of the foster care system, and yeah, and I love them.
Wow. Sia openly talked about wanting to adopt a child last year after watching the HBO documentary Foster. I mean, adopting an older child has got to be one of the most important things in the world to do. Do you agree, Al?
I do. I mean, I have a sister that's adopted, and look, it's everybody wants a younger baby.
Right,
they
like
do.
The puppies
that's what that people want to raise and put their stamp on them. And unfortunately, the people that suffer from that are the older kids, the kids that have been through it and really had no stability their whole life. So for them to get that call that they're being adopted by Sia, and it wasn't on April 1st.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think about the joy that those kids got. So
I agree. And Sia, we're all seeing you now. Do you know what I'm saying? Good job. Stephanie, please stay around. Please don't leave us.
You don't have to, Steph.
Neon Leopard, stay with us. Coming up on DBL, Lindsay chats with Community star Yvette Nicole Brown. Could a movie based on the popular TV show Community be in the works? Plus, what are the lengths you'd go to get your hair done during this pandemic? We're sharing your comments coming up next.
Closed captioning.
Welcome back to DBL. More states are lifting stay-at-home orders, and many people are hitting the road to celebrate Memorial Day, one of my favorite holidays. Well, some are even crossing state lines to get the hair done. Huh? Bachelor star Amanda Stanton drove from California to Arizona with her 8-year-old daughter, who doesn't look excited to be there at all, to visit an open salon. And although she's being shamed on social media, Amanda says it was worth it because she feels like a new person. So we want to know from you all, DBL Nation, how far would you go to get your hair done? I'm going to read comments and then get to Steph and get Al and Steph's take. Steph, this first comment is for you. You ready? All right. Sabrina from Facebook says, I can't believe she dragged her daughter with her. What 8-year-old needs to see a professional stylist? Steph?
Oh, wow. I wasn't aware that she took her daughter with her, but I'm not gonna lie, she's gone to some serious lengths, crossing states to get her hair done. I mean, I've not had my hair done since the end of January, early February, and I'm desperate to get it done. But I'm just gonna wait a bit longer. I think, yeah, it's very extreme. It's a very extreme thing, but I mean, no, we're not really going anywhere right now.
Yeah, she had
so
time.
I would hold off a little bit. And taking your 8-year-old that far, I don't know.
It seems a little bit far, too. Hi, Sharon. We just saw Sharon walk by. Al, here's the next comment. I'm sure they were safe and everything turned out fine. What's the big deal? They got what they wanted and lived to tell us about it. I'm jealous.
We say that we're sure everything is safe, but we can't be sure. We don't know who she interacted with, who she stopped to get gas from. She clearly had to interact with people, and because of this pandemic, we don't know for 2 weeks. So we hope.
Yeah.
I hope everything's safe, and I hope it was worth it. It seems like she got some joy out of it. She's not the only one. A lot of people are getting their hair done out. I know it's a sense of normalcy. So if you do it as safely as possible, I can't be mad at it. It's legal. You do what you do.
All right, fine. Scott from YouTube says, although my barber was struggling financially, I regret having him cut my hair during quarantine. He ended up with COVID-19, and I was lucky that I didn't get sick. What do you think, Steph?
Wow, I mean, oh my gosh. That's all it takes is one trip to a supermarket or a grocery store or the gas station where someone else has touched something and you come into contact with it. I mean, obviously things are getting better. We're not quite there yet. The longer you can hold off, guys, you know, we've got this if we all stick in it together. And I'm so sorry to hear about that barber. It's awful.
I agree. Really, yeah. I mean, I had to take my extensions out and I just used like Crisco.
Right.
You know, just figure it out. Thanks, Steph. Coming up next.
County lockup.
Actress Yvette Nicole Brown from Community.
Yeah.
And no, wasn't in lockup.
Watching the news these days can be scary.
Welcome back to DBL. Since playing Shirley on Community, Yvette Nicole Brown has been keeping busy.
Cleveland.
On game shows.
She's from Cleveland.
I got it. It can be a heart attack. Soon she'll be hosting the new kids game show, The Big Fib, on Disney+. Earlier, Lindsay got to sit down with Yvette in today's Chatting with the Stars.
Yvette Nicole Brown, thank you so much for joining us. I'm a huge fan.
Thanks, Lindsay. Thanks for having me.
So I have to ask you, what have you been doing to stay sane during this social isolation?
You know, the best thing about this for me has been getting to spend time with my dog. I have a rescue dog, Harley, that I got on the set of Lady and the Tramp. And this has been the first amount of time where I've been with him like 24 hours a day since I got him. So he and I have been bonding like, you know, a new family. So that's been really great.
I have a dog too, so I know what you mean. He's gonna get used to this and then he's gonna get upset when I have to go back into the office.
I just realized that because mine gets upset when I go out to bring the trash cans in. It's been a journey.
Now, all 6 seasons of Community were just released on Netflix in April. So will the prophecy come true that we're going to see a movie next?
You know what? I'm hoping, we all enjoy each other. We actually have a great charity event doing a virtual table read to benefit Frontline Foods and World Central Kitchen. So it'd be great if this springboards into an opportunity for us to help people with COVID, and then also, to lead to that movie someday. Fingers and toes crossed.
Fingers crossed. I have to ask you about your new show, The Big Fib. So how is this unlike any other game show?
Welcome to The Big Fib, the game show where kids choose between the colorful patterns of truth and the stubborn stain of lies.
Well, the thing that makes our game show unique is that the kids are in control. Anyone that watches the show will see that the babies are sitting in a beautiful plush red throne, and I am like leaning on a side table next to them. So from the very first visual you see, this is their show, this is their ride, and they're in control. And also it's a great opportunity for people to learn about different things in a fun way. So it's not it's educational, but it's not educational like this.
So we need to pick an expert to explain what's happening in here. And I'm going to step away. So you go ahead and do that, Shannon. It's on you.
Now, how good are you at reading people's tells? And do you have a good poker face?
I realized playing the game along with the kids, because I play along, I am not good at it at all. I think my success rate is 0.007%.
I feel the same way. When I was younger, I got caught in every single lie I ever told, so I just stopped. You have another new show coming out on Disney Plus called Big Shot, and your co-star John Stamos is a huge Disney fan. He takes it to the next level. So I have to know, have you ever seen his collection in real life?
I know that he has the original D, I think, from Disneyland, I think he has. And it fits perfectly. If you've ever met John Stamos, he is actually the biggest kid, and I mean that in the best way. So I can totally imagine that he would have a Disney theme park in his backyard. And our show is a dramedy. It's called Big Shot. And John plays the basketball coach at an elite girls' school, and I'm the head mistress of that school. And he and I butt heads. And so we're halfway through production on that. COVID kind of stopped us midway, but when we're allowed to go outside again, we'll go back and we'll finish that. And that also will be airing on Disney Plus.
Well, Yvette Nicole Brown, thank you so much for sharing your art with the world and bringing a smile to our faces so many times.
Thank you so much. Everybody, please watch The Big Fib. It starts streaming this Friday on Disney Plus. 15 episodes.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
this weekend is Memorial Day, the unofficial start of the grilling season. And Jeff, our master griller, shares a very inexpensive way to get your grill ready in this DBL home hack presented by American Home Shield.
So grilling is one of my favorite summertime activities, but it can get messy. And if you know me, you know I don't like a mess, but I have an easy hack for you to get your grill clean. First, get your grill piping hot. This will loosen the stuck-on debris. Next, grab an onion, cut it in half, and you're gonna use the cut side of the onion, obviously, to scrub off the residue on the grates. You can also use a fork so you don't burn your hands when you do this. All right, so now I dip my onion in olive oil, which is gonna add a little flavor with the onion, and it's gonna make the grill non-stick when you put your food on there. After a couple minutes, your grill is clean and ready for your Memorial Day weekend. Let's get grilling. And there you go. You're gonna wanna let that sit for a little bit, get nice and hot before you put your food on there. So after a couple of minutes, your grill is ready to go. Look how clean it is. It's flavored. Oh yeah. And you're ready for your Memorial Day party. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Have fun grilling. When it comes to your home, American Home Shield warranty helps cover many things homeowners insurance leaves out. Call American Home Shield at 1-800-919-3629 to get a free quote today.
Hey, Steph and Al, where did the Onion go to have a few drinks?
The wine bar?
Where?
The salad bar!
Wouldn't it be wine because the onion makes you cry? So you'd whine the wine? I think my joke's better.
You don't whine, you cry. So no.
Sorry, Steph.
But that's a cool hack. I'm excited to try that out.
I'm actually going to grill this weekend, so I will try that. Steph, are you going to be grilling this weekend?
Oh my gosh, I can barely cook at the best of times. Me going anywhere near a grill is so dangerous.
Yeah,
so
there's a propane tank.
No,
Steph and I should stay away.
If you guys have any extra, send it my way.
Bye. DBL's new Everyday will be back same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.